Let's start with the part that people don't like hearing. Punishments don't teach children anything. Yep. Controversial, especially the fact I've worked in schools as long as I have. People say things like, they need to be punished, they need to be taught a lesson. No, they don't. Because punishments don't teach skills. It might stop the behaviour in the moment. It might scare them into compliance. But it doesn't teach them what to do next time. If punishments worked, your child wouldn't do the same thing over and over and over again. If your child's already struggling with emotions, regulation, anxiety, or impulse control, punishments don't fix the problem. It hardens them and can actually lead to other problem behaviours. Now here's where a lot of people get confused, so stick with me. This does not mean that children shouldn't experience consequences. Consequences are part of everyday life. They're unavoidable, and they are part of a balanced approach to raising kids. If you forget your lunch, you're hungry. If you break trust, it takes time to build back. If you don't do the work, you need to catch up. That's reality, and that's something that children need to understand. When we focus too much on punishment, this is what happens. Kids learn to avoid getting caught, how to hide making mistakes, how to shut down instead of asking for help, not how to cope. Over time, punishment teaches children that big feelings are a problem, not a signal. So instead of learning skills, they learn these strategies. Mask at school and explode at home. Comply on the surface while they're struggling underneath, or just disengage completely. And here's the long-term risk that I don't hear people talking about. Kids stop turning to adults when they're overwhelmed. They don't say, I need help. They stop talking altogether until the behaviour becomes the only communication. That's why behaviour escalates, not because boundaries disappeared, because the skills were never built. Punishment manages behaviour in the short term, but it weakens trust, communication, and self-regulation over time. Teaching skills is what actually changes behaviour. So what does that look like? It means teaching regulation, not just demanding it. Teaching kids how to notice their body when it's getting overloaded, take action before things explode, step away, slow down, reset, or ask for support. It means giving them scripts, signals, and plans for moments when their thinking brain goes offline. And this part matters. These skills need to be taught when a child is calm, practiced regularly, and reinforced at home, not just expected at school. You can't just expect that the raising your child is outsourced to the school or the education system. We need to be the main ones in our kids' lives, teaching them these skills and guiding them. Schools can help in the development of these skills, but home is where these skills are learned, reinforced, and strengthened. It's also where we make sure what they're learning is in line with our values. Punishment reacts after the damage is done. Natural consequences explains what happens, but skills actually change what happens next time. That's not being soft, that's understanding what the behaviour is actually telling us. Before I go, I want families that are really struggling to know that you're not alone. At The Guided Path, we specialise in supporting families where behaviour is really complex. If you're needing more support, make sure you reach out. There's a link down in the description. I'll see you next time.